Good morning.
Good morning
We
as
have a
well.
blue stick cap.
Probably exactly what it is.
It's a glue stick cap. I knew what it was. You can tell what it is. It's a good old Elmer's blue glue or purple blue glue stick, kids glue stick cap. It's pretty sad when you can ID something that foggy that easily. You can tell you've been looking at it too long in your life.
Because you're talented.
I need to switch it to this because I really don't like that one. I don't know why it defaults to that.
So how's the rain this morning?
Rain. It's rainy rain. It's wet. It's very, very rainy and wet out.
It's coming down here too.
It's actually let up a little, but it's still raining. It was dumping an hour or so ago.
Really good rain here. We need it.
And I haven't patched the driveway in a while, so it's going to be even worse. Because, of course, the neighbors aren't the brightest people in the world sometimes when they drive and they don't know how to avoid the potholes, by moving over a little bit so you don't just drive through the potholes. So they make the potholes worse. But anyway.
Yeah, we need that rain. It's fire season down here.
Yeah, we don't. It's freaking rained every other day heavily for like the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
In the spring. It's the way it works. I remember
You need to get a proper camera, dude. What is up, Mr. Brian Vines?
Good morning, Brian. It rained like 14 Sundays in a row in the springtime. And while you're at work, the weather's nice and it's sunny and beautiful, and then your day off, it freaking rains.
Oops.
While you're at work, the weather.
Sorry about that. I opened a YouTube channel at the same time. It was all of a sudden the audio popped up. That wasn't too great.
That's a nice Core XY machine you got going there.
Better be.
Is that a homemade Llama version?
That is 100% my version. That is 100% me. Nobody did anything on that design but me.
All Llama, all the time.
It's a LlamaCore.
There you go.
That's its name, the LlamaCore.
Biscuits for breakfast, Brian. You getting gravy with that or just biscuits?
It is the LlamaCore, which is why it hasn't been released, because only a llama would be dumb enough to try and print with it. It works, put it that way. I would not, I'll probably never release the files for it. They are, it's got issues. It's far from perfect.
Well,
I mean, it works, but any of the, more popular Core XY printers are as good, if not better.
designers will keep modifying their design until the sun burns it.
Oh, would it stand for the LlamaCore? Scrap lumber from my garage. That's what needs to be a little bigger. It happened to be the size of the scrap piece of plywood I had to put it on. And it was big enough to put the printer on it. So there you go. It's the perfect LlamaCore. It is not a lock table. It is a scrap lumber from my garage table. There is it's actually mostly cedar. It's pre-primed and painted cedar trim boards and some plywood because I ran out of cedar. You can't really tell, but these are all cedar, but that one's plywood because I ran out of cedar. And I think the other one's plywood too. The two sides are plywood and the rest of them are all cedars.
What kind of board?
The top isn't even solid. You can't really tell, but the top isn't even a solid piece of plywood because it's right in the middle. If you look right in the middle, it's a little dark spot. That's actually a hollow. There's no table underneath it.
What kind of board you got on it?
It's not an IKEA anything. I don't do IKEA. Although everyone makes fun of IKEA. I actually tore out an IKEA desk or kitchen. Literally, it was like one of the last things I did before stopping work and going to take care of my parents. And to be honest with you, I mean, it was only a couple years old, and the people wanted to basically just change the whole kitchen. I think the IKEA kitchen was put in to sell the house because people only owned the house like a year. And it was one of those, the builder just slapped it in and it was cheap. But it wasn't, I mean, it's cheap, don't get me wrong. But I've seen worse for big bucks. I mean, some of these kitchen cabinetries that come out now are just, and the one thing I do like is it had the old French hooks on it, which I think all the IKEAs do for hanging the uppers, which is so much better than screwing to the wall. I'm sorry. If I were to do my own kitchen again, I would not go to Lowe's and just buy, Home Depot, Lowe's / kitchen cabinetry screwed directly to the wall. I would get French hook cabinetry because it just makes life so much better and easier, and you can get everything straighter and truer. It's easier to line everything up and level it. Because I don't know if you know what a French hook is.
Call it a French cleat also.
Yeah, French cleat, French hook, same thing. It's just a piece of plywood on the wall with a 45-degree angle. It's actually usually 30 degrees, I think. And it's got a 30-degree back cut in it. So when you hang it up, there's a little V groove. And then in the back of the cabinet, it has a V groove. And you just literally pick the cabinet up and you clip it onto it. And you clip them all on, screw them together side to side, and then put a final screw in the back of it, hold it to the wall. It's not just hanging on the cleat anymore. But the cleat lets you hang the whole thing in one shot. You can put them all up there and not screw them to the wall, line them up. They're easier for homeowners too because if you can hang the whole thing, and that includes the bottoms. The bottoms are on cleats now too. The bottoms on the IKEA doesn't have a regular kick pan. It's just got legs. They're little plastic screw legs to help you for leveling. But you can French clip the top or the bottom cabinets too. So you can lay out the whole kitchen and not really screw anything to the wall. Walk the homeowner in and go, yes, no, yes, no, we didn't really like that. We'd rather have, and you just pick the cabinet up, take it off, put another one on.
Hello, Llama. This is Mrs.
Hello.
This is Mrs. Jimmy.
Hi, Mrs. Jimmy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Just peachy.
I understand
cold and wet, mostly.
we got wet. We don't got cold, but we got wet.
It's cold here. Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's 45. That's cold for most people.
Yeah, this southern chick wouldn't be happy with that. No. Well, actually, I'd be happy with it, but I'd bitch. Just saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little warmth right now. It's not even the cold that bothers me. It's like today it's windy and wet and rainy, and my feet get cold. No matter what I do, my feet are cold. And nothing. I can deal with cold temperatures. I don't like my feet cold. And right now my feet are cold, and I can't find my slippers. There they are.
There you go. All right, I was just delivering coffee. You guys go back to having fun. See ya.
Coffee? Where's mine?
It's right here.
No.
I
Can't get it.
I
All I see is
tried.
a glue cap.
I tried.
Are we having glue cap coffee?
Well, we could show him a picture of the. Never mind. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
He's got to get a new camera so he can actually stream and have a clear image.
One of these days I'll get to the camera.
I thought you were getting a camera. I thought you were going to Walmart or something yesterday and getting a camera.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I know that feeling. Printed solid. Shipment is out. I got my play money from my brothers the other day, and I bought some filament.
I use those French cleats around to hang pictures. What I like.
Yeah, I've actually done a couple of kitchens lately that I add them to regular everyday cabinets because it's so much better.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mind losing a little bit of space, and you know how to do a side panel on each end to cover it. Obviously, it bumps it off the wall once you do that with a standard cabinet.
So I aluminum extruded cleats at Lowe's, and they come with a little piece in there where you can put like a bubble level. Comes with a level, so you can get
Your
it.
audio keeps bouncing in and out. Are you like really far away or something?
No, I'm about 2 feet from
It's like whoop, whoop, whoop. It keeps cycling. I hear a background noise. Maybe that's what's causing it.
the
It's like a fan or something blowing on the mic.
Yeah, I got a fan going in the background. Let me tell
I don't know, something's keying your mic on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off.
There, is that any better?
Yes. Seems to be.
This room is the farthest room from the air conditioner.
So it's the hottest.
And it also gets the most solar gain. So,
Yeah, they always seem to do that backwards.
yeah. Well, all the stuff is located by the garage end of the house, and this is the other end of the house. So,
I think I'd rather be a little cold than have air conditioning. I don't really like air conditioning. I avoid it with a passion even in the summer. If I don't need the air, if I could put a fan in the window, I'd rather do that.
do you have a whole house fan?
No, I do. We don't really use it anymore.
Those whole house fans.
I have some decent temperature controlled window fans now. They actually have like a thermistor in them, thermostat in them, thermostat, and they'll wind up and slow down according to the temperature and what's. And actually, one of them I have is really nice. It has an indoor and outdoor temperature. It has a little wire you can throw out the window. So, like, if you put it in a screened window, you throw it out on the side of the house, and if it's cooler outside, it'll wind it up. If it gets to a certain temperature, it'll slow it down.
I put in a whole house fan here out in the garage.
Yeah.
Up in the ceiling, and it
Yeah,
blows up in the attic.
I have one in the attic access hole. It just doesn't. For one, it's just frickin' loud.
Well, that's what's nice about it being in the garage. I don't really hear it.
Yeah, but does it pull from the rest of the house in the garage? Well, yeah, you're on a ranch.
Yeah, I open the door between the garage and the house, and then wherever I am in the house, I can open a window, and I get a nice breeze.
Pull through. Yeah, this house ain't quite a stack like that. This is a 3-floor. Not big, but it's not small either. 32 by 24, I think the size of the house is. 30 by 24. My garage is bigger. The only thing this is actually taller, but that's including the basement, which is on this side of the house. On the front of the house is only 2 floors, but on the back side of the house, it's a full walkout basement. So it's like 40 feet tall on the back side of the house, and it's only 26 feet tall on the front side of the house.
Yeah. If I put in a basement here, I need scuba gear.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Plus, you got to dig through the coral to get there in the first place. People don't realize you go down a foot in Florida, most of at least southern Florida. It's not sand; it's coral.
Coral rock.
Based on coral. The whole freaking state or the lower part of the state is not dirt.
Must be why they call this town
Dead coral.
Cape Coral.
Yep. All based on the old coral. Can you imagine? I don't know. That's just weird, but
yeah, I'm on a peninsula. I got water to the west of me, to the south of me, and to the east of me.
yeah, I pretty much have water all around me too, but it's more swamp. New England swamp.
Yeah, ours down here is good water. We got 400 miles of canals in town.
Yeah, it's actually getting better because the beavers have moved in. We have like 4 beavers right here now, all in the last year and a half, 2 years. There's one right here, right at the side of the house now, that's built that swampy stream up. It used to be all just yuck. it's a stream, but it was, kind of flat, so it didn't really, it wasn't a stream. It was, real thin. You could walk across it, just get your feet wet, but it was all mucky, and because it was wide. It was a wide expanse of stream. It wasn't just a little stream of flowing water, and it kind of was stagnant-y. But the beaver built up, and now it's like a little pond down there. The only problem we're having now is all the trees in there are dying off already. But not from him chewing them up. It's because, they get flooded. The roots get flooded, and it kills the trees off. And they're dropping left and right. Every time we have a windstorm, 2 or 3 trees out in the swamp drop. But, yeah, it's a pond out here now. It's turning into a pond out here. And the pond out back, there was always a pond out back, but that went away when the dam broke, and the Corps engineers wouldn't let them build it for the 5th time in 10 years. Because every time the old dam out back would break, it would flood the main road.
You got to get
all the water down, and it would hit the train tracks and stop. The little cul-de-sac-y thing in the train tracks wouldn't let the water through fast enough. And it floods the main road, the state highway. I mean, it's not a highway, but they consider it a highway. It's a state road. And so the last time the dam blew out like 4 times in 10 years or 3 times in 10 years, whatever it was. And the Army Corps engineer said, no more, you can't put it back.
You got to get them beavers trained to drop the trees that you want down.
Yeah, sure. You do that. Well, the funny thing is they used to, because we've always had an issue with them. And again, they used to build right underneath the road, and they'd flood the road. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but the road is literally the lowest point here. The train tracks are on the other side, but the train tracks are like 100 feet up. It's a big, huge valley. My house is in a big valley, but my house is actually up on a big hill in the middle of the valley. Anyway, the beavers used to build out there and flood the road. So the state used to just relocate them. Well, they can't do that anymore because we used to relocate them up to New Hampshire and Vermont. And New Hampshire and Vermont are like, screw you, we're done. We have enough beavers we can't handle anymore. And they're still considered endangered or not endangered, but I don't know. It's like an endangered, but not really endangered. They're on the do not kill list. You can't kill a beaver around here. So they can't kill them. They can't get rid of them. So now they try and just relocate them like up the stream a little bit. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, put them up in northwest Connecticut somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, they're all over the head. Like I said, we have right in my little area here, and I mean, basically this island I'm on, there's the 3 houses, and there's probably 20 some odd acres all around. And there's 4 beavers just in this area now. There's 4. 1 here, 1 there, and 2 out back. Beaver dams.
Down here we get otters.
We don't get otters.
Walk in the canal out back, and they chase one another. They're hilarious to watch.
Yeah, otters are cool.
They're fast little boogers.
Yeah. Well, that's what the fisher cats, when they state brought in here to take out the turkeys, they're basically a mean ass otter. Little freaking things, and they're actually very cool. If you've never seen one, look one up. They look cute. I mean, they look like they're cute. They're big, long-bodied. They kind of got a half cat, half dog looking cute puppy face in a photo. Just don't get near one.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing some pictures of it now. That looks pretty mean.
Yeah, they're cute though. I mean, you just look at them; they look cute. People have gotten bit around here because they go out to try and pet them, and they don't back down. You know, most animals, you walk outside in your yard, and they kind of look at you and run away. Frickin' fisher cat will not back down. It'll take you on. It will bite and hiss, and they squeal. Oh my God. The worst sound in the world. Them and red fox. If you want to really frickin' hear something creepy, the red fox screaming is the weirdest sound you'll ever hear. And a fisher cat screaming is the creepiest thing because it literally sounds like a 3-year-old baby being killed. It sounds a Fisher cat scream sounds human. It sounds like a baby dying, screaming. It is creepy hearing a Fisher cat scream. Like when they start fighting each other.
How long's your
God. And a red fox scream is just the weirdest thing. It's not. I mean, it's kind of creepy, but it's just weird. You don't expect that sound to come out of that little, itty bitty dog thing. And they do that. Oh my God! It seems like I think they do it for mating season because every year we got a couple out front in the field somewhere. I don't know exactly where they're living. I actually think they're living in my property, and we have a big sand pit that was dug out, and now we're filling it in. We drop all our dead brush into it. Been doing it for 20, 30 years. And I think they're living in all that dead brush now. I think they've made a hut in there. There's a bunch of them that are running up and down the driveway, but every year for like a week, 8, 9 o'clock at night, they're running up and down the driveway, and they're running up and down the swamp, screaming.
Singing love songs. Looking for a mate.
It is the red fox is a weird sound. I mean, it's kind of creepy, but there's nothing more creepy than the Fisher cats. Them things are freaking creepy when they start screaming. It is weird creepy.
How long is the rain gonna last today?
Huh?
How long is the rain gonna last today?
Until tomorrow.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I think I like using the gyroid infill for no other reason than I just think it looks cool. I don't know if it's structurally any better or anything. I just think gyroid infill looks cool. What's up, Sergio?
Good morning, Sergio. Any service calls today?
I think he's getting rain too. I think the whole East Coast is pretty much covered in rain, all the way from the tip of Florida all the way up to Maine. Actually, I think Maine's getting snow. I think northern Maine and Nova Scotia are getting some snow right now. Weather. Let's look at the map. Just for giggles. Here, I'll even share it.
No calls today, Sergio, huh? Maybe something will come in.
I think he's okay with it for a day. Weather.
Sergio, did you get your CR10 running? Have you printed the LCD holder? Wow, free installation on Monday. That'll keep you out of trouble.
Oh, look at what's coming. This is what's coming at me. Yeah, Sergio's got to be, because you're right in like Delaware, Pennsylvania area, aren't you? Philadelphia, I mean.
DC area, I thought.
Yeah, look at that, gnarly. All the way down to you.
Yeah.
You're down in here somewheres, right?
Yeah, right on the coast.
You're on the west coast of Florida, though, right?
West coast.
You're over here by Tampa and all of those.
Tampa is 2-3 hours north of me.
Yeah, so you're right about here. So yeah, that's basically the same storm crap that I'm getting all the way to hell up here.
I'm
You're
right
just on a different wing of it.
I'm right where it thins down from east to west.
Yeah. Well, this is all one big storm. It's just this is a different wing of the pinwheel.
Well, that's good for us. We need the rain. This is the dry season.
We've been getting so much freaking rain, it's unreal. Oh, look at Europe. Europe's getting dumped on pretty much constantly, too. Look, they're getting snow up here. You can have that crap. I thought Nova Scotia, someone said Nova Scotia was getting rain. I want to go up here someday. I have never been to Nova Scotia, and it's, not close, but it's not that far away. Only right there. I'm only right here, and it's right there, and I'm right here, and it's right there. I'd like to go to Nova Scotia. If you look at the pictures, I mean, I know a lot of people up there said it's not all, like anything. They publicize the pretty parts. But I like all that cliff paths and trails through the shoreline that's like, you're 150, 200 feet above the shore, the water, and the big cliff. And I just think that stuff's cool.
Have you ever been to Acadia National Park in Maine?
I've been to White Mountains National Park in Maine.
It's by Bar Harbor.
Oh, I've been there. I haven't really hung out there.
Yeah, it's called Mount Desert Island is where the park is located.
Yeah, I didn't really go in the park, but I have been up there a few times. I've been up to Maine a few times. It's too.
They got a road that goes around the island, and there's big cliffs, and the ocean comes crashing in, the spray. And,
yeah, well, that's just the opposite end of Nova Scotia, really. I mean, Maine and Nova Scotia are right there. There's Maine. There's Nova Scotia. They're right across from each other. I've been up to Portland, Maine a bunch of times because a friend of mine I went to school with, her parents had a cabin up there in Portland. And she grabbed the keys way back when we were, teenagers, high school, college age. And we go up there some weekends when we knew the parents weren't going, and go up there and drink and party and go out on the boardwalk. They had that boardwalk with I don't know if you ever been up there, but they got a boardwalk with like a little carnival out on the boardwalk. There's like a little
good morning, John.
Wheel rides and bars and stuff out on the boardwalk. The boardwalk's huge.
Yeah, when I was in college, I had a girlfriend that was from northern Maine.
Yeah, up here by Caribou.
Oh, baseball, and it lands in Canada. All the
I've been up there. Okay, this thing's freaking out because I'm trying to do too many things at once. Hold on. Stop freaking out and do what I ask. Anyway, I wasn't sharing the screen so people weren't seeing it. What's up, Don? Don, the 3D printing nerd from Germany, is here. I keep thinking that I want to get rid of one of my printers, and then I print with it, and I'm like, why would I get rid of that? It prints awesome. I haven't fired that thing up in like 3 or 4 days, and the only thing it's done in the last month is the stupid ear savers. Right now, I'm going to I'm printing a simple box to replace this box. Because I don't need this box here with the lid and all the crap. I just need a junk box. It's my junk box on my desk. And the lid keeps getting in the way, but I don't want to cut the lid off because I can use the box for mailing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to print me a box. Because why not? It's a rainy, crappy day. And this box fits perfect size-wise. I actually made a hair bigger, like 10 millimeters bigger, I think. So it'll be even nicer in there. And I'm printing a box. Just the box. Nothing special about it.
Don, and get the Ender 5 Plus.
I want to get rid of my D9 and get an Ender 5 Pro or so. What's the difference between the Pro has all the fancy features, but the Plus is bigger, right?
The Plus is bigger. The Pro has the silent board and that kind of crap all over.
Yeah, but the Plus doesn't have the silent board. It's just bigger, right?
But it's bigger, yeah.
So you get the Plus, and then you just go by the silent board. Because if I remember correctly, the only thing that's any good not that it's any good, but the only thing really viable on the Pro was the silent board, which isn't that expensive. What is it, $30?
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, and you could always just get the Big Tree Tech Mini, which is a direct replacement for the Ender boards. Which is probably what I would do, because that's got the 2209s, not the 2208s. From what I understand, the Ender Creality one has just 2208s, right? Not that they're bad. 2208s are fine. They just run hotter.
If you got good cooling, no problem.
Oh, God, doctors and scripts. I got to deal with the doctors. Oh, crap.
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment at 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, we don't have doctor's appointments around here. We have virtual doctor's appointments.
Okay.
And my mother has one for the 7th.
We could do the virtual thing, but the guy's only 2-3 miles up the road. So.
Oh, it's only 4 or 5 miles away, but we're right on the fringe of New York's nightmare. So everything here, we're in complete lockdown now. I mean, not. You can still go to the park and go outside and go grocery shopping, but any non, you don't go to the doctor's office. It's either you do a virtual and the doctor says go to the hospital, which makes no sense to me. Or, you'd think they'd want them to go to the doctor, not the hospital. The hospitals are already overloaded. I don't get it. Although we do have a boatload of the stupid clinics around here. There's like 4 of them within 10 minutes a year. But yeah, there's the doctor's office is closed. The only thing in the doctor's office is the nurses on the phone and emergency staff. I can, if like my mother were to fall down, instead of taking her to the hospital for bumps and bruises, the ambulance can say take them to an emergency center and just take them to the doctor instead of for basically a bandage. Yeah, exactly. The doctors don't want to see you unless they actually have to examine you, which they really need to do with my mother. My mother needs to go in.
Well, things are getting better down here. We got all our restaurants and stuff are opening up on Monday.
Yeah, it's not getting better. If you actually watch the stats, your stats are getting worse, not better. You've increased dramatically in the last 4 days your case numbers. You've increased dramatically the amount in the hospital, and they're going to open up. We've actually been decreasing here. The state has had, 5 or 6 days of lowering of numbers going into the hospital and lowering of numbers testing positive. And our testing has been ramping up. Well, yours is just the opposite.
Yeah, this quarter of Florida is doing pretty good.
That's a lie. Look at the actual stats, dude. Florida has some of the worst increases in cases.
Yeah, that's Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties.
Yeah.
On the coast.
Well, right. Yeah, actually, where you are, it might not be as bad.
Our ICU, our intensive care units are only running at about 55% capacity right now.
Yeah, until they open up. And I mean, I get it. I get why people want to go back to work, but they don't get that. Oh yeah, it's getting better because we've had this stay in place, common sense thing. I mean, I don't think they should make it a law unless it's really bad.
Good morning.
You have to, because people are stupid and they don't have common sense.
How's things in Canada today, Mike?
Here's the thing. What people don't understand. The governors want to open it up. Some of the governors. Because here's the catch. If you open, let's say I work for a restaurant and the restaurant reopens, I can no longer collect unemployment. Even if I don't want to go to work. If I either have to go to work or I lose my unemployment. The only way I can keep my unemployment is if my company lays me off. If they fire me because I don't want to go to work because I'm scared of the coronavirus, you lose your unemployment. That's the catch. That's why some of these governors want to put it back, because that'll lower their unemployment stats. And that's all they give a crap about is their stats.
Yeah, well, that's never going to change.
Just because people aren't on unemployment don't mean they're not unemployed. Just means they're not collecting.
Yeah, we're going to wind up with a lot of places that close down here because they got hit at the wrong time.
Yeah. Well, that was
Shut down.
absolutely devastating. I mean, that was Florida's key, business structure is January to April.
Yeah, they got shut down right in the middle of the season, and then all the snowbirds went home. So it's going to be slim pickings this summer.
Yep.
Good morning, Robbie Mack.
Well, on the bright side, meat processing is closing left and right. Yeah.
Yeah, but Trump put the wartime order thing on them that makes them stay open.
Yeah. He can't make them stay open. If they're losing money or people are getting sick and they can't keep up the thing, they're going to close anyways. If people just don't show up to work because they're not stupid enough to go and get sick, it's going to close. And the meat packing companies aren't designed to have,
But I don't like spam. Yeah,
did you hear that about that with spam?
No.
Back in, what was it, 1812 or whatever, Hormel made the first batch of spam. And now with the coronavirus, they're ready to make the second batch. Spam. Spam is so nasty.
About meat. We got 4-foot green iguanas all over the place here, and it's open season.
Oh, God, spam is so gross. What's funny about spam is I absolutely love the smell of it. Like if you slice it thin and throw it in a frying pan, oh, I love the smell of it.
Yeah,
can't stand eating it though. I will eat it. If somebody makes it, it's not that bad. It's just you think about what it is.
If you're hungry enough, you'll eat the south end of a northbound moose.
Yeah, no. I'll lose weight first. I was kind of hoping I'd lose weight in this whole pandemic thingy because, I just have less food to eat, and I'm finding myself, the only thing that's in the grocery stores in abundance is freaking potato chips and junk food. Man, you need to, what it's really kind of irritating? I went the other day and didn't think about the whole hoarding thing. Freaking garbage bags. You can't get any garbage bags. There's no garbage bags in the stores around here. I can't get a freaking garbage bag from my garbage can.
How you doing today? And TK, good morning.
I've never done barbecue. I always bread it. If I do spam, I bread it and fry it in a pan. Slice it really thin. It almost smells like bacon. Almost. Not really, but it's got a similar. I love the smell of spam when it's frying. Love it. Just don't like eating it.
Try it with a little spicy brown mustard and maple syrup mixed half and half. And dip it in that when you're chewing on it.
We know we have not infected enough of the population with the virus. Why would they want to infect the population? It makes no sense.
To reach herd immunity.
Yeah. Well, we're all going to get it. People don't get this whole stay-at-home thing is not to prevent you from ever getting it. It's to lower the amount of people getting it at any one time. Everybody's going to end up with it, or 90% of the people are going to end up with it. The point of the stay-at-home order is to not have 8 billion people getting it all at the exact same time.
The hospital I was in last week had 2 whole floors shut down. That's how much.
Yeah. There's 3 basic hospitals around here, and it's to prevent it from overwhelming. People just don't get that. And everyone wants to go back to work, and all it's going to do is overwhelm the hospitals at that point because everybody going back to work is going to with it all at once. But anyway, enough of that crap. Let's talk 3D printing. You've never had Spam, Robbie Mac?
He hasn't.
Oh my God, you must have Spam. You must have Spam. It's really not. I mean, I make fun of it. It's really not all that bad. And again, I absolutely love the smell of it cooking. It just smells. It's like bacon. You know, it's a similar. I mean, it doesn't actually smell like bacon. It's just a similar, like, you smell it and you're like, wow, that smells good. Yes, it definitely smells better than it tastes. I mean, it's not terrible. I can eat it. I may actually have it. I might do that for lunch. I got a can of it down there. My mother loves the crap. I may actually do that for lunch because I got a couple of steaks that I bought, but I ain't going to do steak because I ain't going out in the rain to put them on a grill, and I'm going to wait out for I much prefer steaks on the grill than I do in a pan.
Well, I think the Spam with the spicy mustard and maple syrup mixed half and half. Dip it in there.
What?
That's good.
Maple syrup on what?
You mix spicy brown mustard and maple syrup half and half, and use that to dip your Spam in.
Nope. Can't do it. I'm allergic to mustard, so can't do mustard. I mean, it's not that. I get it on occasion. Like my mother she's mildly allergic to it too, and she'll still make like deviled eggs with a little bit of mustard in it because you need that kick. Well, it just makes me sick to my stomach if I eat a lot of it. Like if I put mustard on a hot dog and have a couple hot dogs, I'll be puking in an hour.
Wow.
Hey, this stuff. What's up, Rick?
Sergio likes my concoction.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound bad. I just can't eat mustard.
The
I'm
other,
not big on maple syrup either.
the other thing I do with steak is I mix Heinz 57 and A1 together. It's better
Yeah,
than one separate.
when I make steaks, generally, if it's a good quality steak, I teriyaki and honey it. Maybe some pineapple juice if I have some around. Just let it sit in an hour or two before I put it on the grill. That's the best.
That mustard and maple syrup also goes good on stone crab claws.
Maple syrup on crab claws? Why would you do that? Butter. Just butter. That's all you need. Clarified butter. Yum.
Mustard and maple syrup and stone crab claws.
No. Seafood does not get maple syrup. No, I like because like when I do my teriyaki and honey, I put like a tablespoon of honey, probably a quarter cup of teriyaki, and like a quart of water. I thin it down and just let it sit in it. The sugar, people don't realize sugar in beef, particularly, but pork too. If you add some sugar, plain sugar, honey, anything like that, and you let it soak in it at room temperature, don't put it in the damn refrigerator.
Have a second, Sergio.
Or soak in the sugars. The sugar breaks down the meat and makes it tender. It actually breaks down the fats. And will make it more tender. Yeah, a properly cooked steak doesn't need sauce. I will marinate a steak in something.
You probably don't get too much of it up there, but the citrus honey, where they put the beehives out in the citrus fields.
Yeah, we get clover honey and citrus honey and
Oh, that's
get
good.
all that up here. Clover honey is like the most popular because it's the more popular just because it's easier to make, I think.
That's a good idea, TK.
What?
He saves his fat from ribeyes and adds it to cheaper steaks to give it a better flavor.
Yeah,
Fat is flavor.
that is flavor. That's why everyone's going for a leaner piece of beef, and now it's all about the marbling. Because the marbling is just fat in the meat, marbled into the regular meat, and it gives it more flavor. Fat is definitely flavor. That is for sure. That's why bacon is so yummy, because it's just a big slab of fat with a little strip of meat in there. Yeah, I don't save the fat from anything. I usually eat it or throw it away. Because I'll eat the, like, on a really good, properly cooked steak, if you high temp sear it, like I sear them generally, I get the grill at like over temperature and I slap it on there and then flip it real quick, and you blacken the fat on the edges, I'll eat that. It's almost nice and crispy. I don't like it all chewy and soggy, but if it's nice and crispy, I'll eat the fat.
Well, you need that fat.
The fat on my body. Yeah, I've been doing that too, Mike.
That's your survival rations.
Thinking of that, there was a post on Facebook or Twitter or one of those, and it just said, what if this virus was just the aliens plumping us up before dinner?
Twilight Zone episode, to serve man. Remember that one?
Little spaceships coming in. It's all Josh's fault. He called his buddies and said, "Hey, they're ready. They're tender. Let's fatten them up for the last right meals." I forgot I had that slicer set with really slow settings. This is going to take forever to print that, but oh well. Not like I got anything else to do today.
A little extra fat comes in handy, Mike. Down here, we call it hurricane ballast.
Hurricane.
After the last hurricane, I did not see any North Korean midgets around. The wind had taken them all away.
That's not funny, but it is.
Up in New England, it's nor'easter ballast. Keeps you on the ground when the snow's blowing. And in California, during the earthquake, it acts as a tuned mass dampener.
Oh, there you go. Hey, YouTube said I'm live. It's only been almost an hour. Freaking idiots. Something weird's been going on with Twitter, too. I don't know if you're on. Are you on Twitter?
I am not on Twitter.
Are you on Facebook?
No.
No. I was going to say.
I only did Facebook once, and that was in 1973.
73? Facebook wasn't even around in 73.
It was when I was. I was walking down the hall in high school and come around the corner, and you guys had a buddy of mine jacked up on the lockers trying to get his lunch money. So I come up from behind him, and I Facebooked them.
Oh.
When they got up, they went away.
That's why I call it faceplant. Everyone's like, what the hell are you talking about, faceplant?
Oh, I whopped them with my math book and my science book. Put them right to the ground.
Device not working. Whatever you're doing, Dan, it won't let me bring you in. It just says you're not connected. You have to actually turn the mic on through the little phone or whatever you were using. There, Dan, buddy.
Yeah, my high school was 55% minority. Apparently, they don't understand what a minority is. That's a majority, not a minority.
Yeah. Printing away. How's it going? I'm using the dark teal Paramount 3D filament that I got a long time ago, and I really haven't used it. And I really like the color. So I'm printing my little box out of the teal green. I think I'm going to print more stuff out of it. I really kind of like that. It's like a dark sea teal kind of, I don't know, green. It's awesome. It almost looks black in the camera, but it's a real dark green. It's a cool color. I like Paramount 3D filament, man. I really, really love it. The filament prints well. They have the wickedest colors. I'm hoping I keep edging Dave at Printed Solid to start doing the off-tone colors. I mean, everybody in the world has, red, green, blue, yellow, white, black. He's got some good blues, and he's got a couple of, new colors out. But, I don't know, we need some more, like, tone colors than just the basic. Getting tired of red, green, blue, yellow, black, orange.
I hope he starts making the polyalchemy shiny stuff.
I don't think he will. It's a real pain in the butt. I don't know if you ever done the silks. Have you printed with silks?
Yeah, I print a lot of silks.
You know how they like shrink back up on themselves when you're extruding them?
Yeah, but I still get good prints.
Yeah, but they do that in the extruder line too.
A little weak on layer adhesion sometimes, but
yeah. Well, but when how if you extrude it and it like shrinks back up, it does that same thing on the extruder line. From what I understand, it makes it really difficult to get a good, even quality, filament out of it. That's what I understand. So, because he's been playing with it, I guess. I had that chat with him because I really, really, really want like a kind of a maroony, well, my logo color, but in silk. Like Polyalchemy used to have the Merlot, which is close, but not really dark enough. It's not burgundy enough. I really want a nice deep dark burgundy color.
I got about 7 rolls of the polyalchemy left.
Yeah, I got a little bit. I've been kind of stashing them and hanging on to them. Most of mine are almost gone too, which is kind of depressing. He's got that new Elixir or whatever extruder filament, which is supposed to be similar. Dan at work.
Hey guys.
Hey, good morning, Dan.
Dan at work.
Yeah. So how's everyone today?
Are you in the bathroom?
No, I'm in my
It's
office.
just that back wall reminds me of like most bathrooms because it's got the the tile on the floor. So when people,
Oh yeah, no. Again, I work at a school, so
and then the wallpaper that literally looks like most bar bathrooms around here.
Yeah, no, it's a school, and as the IT guy.
Oh right, I forgot you worked at a school.
Yeah, I'm currently working on student record stuff today, trying to get that all taken care of and done. So I figured while I'm sitting here, I'd kill some time by chatting to you.
I never changed the background back. Here we go.
Yeah,
How's
I don't
the
want
family doing today, Dan?
anybody getting any echoes. I don't want to crank it up too much because I don't
No, actually, it's
put
pretty
headset
clear.
on. So
I get more of an echo out of Jimmy than I do you.
okay, I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit then because Jimmy's kind of quiet. So
I think we need to like get Jimmy a new cam. I think we need to pull our resources and do a raise money thing.
send him a Wise Cam. I'll get one. I'll get a flash and I'll send it to him.
Have you figured out how to flash them so you can use them?
Yeah, it's easy.
I tried it and it wouldn't work.
No, once you get them, you just download the demo file,
I
copy
did
it
that.
right to the root.
I think mine are the older version and it won't work.
Yeah, it might be because this is for the version 2s. If they're the version 1s and it won't work, it's for the version 2. The firmware is.
Yeah, I think I got version 1s because I tried it with the version 1.
Well,
But that doesn't allow you to use it with a Pi. That just allows you to use it as a regular.
no, I can use them with a Pi and everything because what it is you've got to make a USB A to USB A cable though. You can't use the micro USB to USB A cable. You have to make a or buy an A to A cable because you have to plug it into the big USB port on the back. You can't use the small port.
No, I know, but I heard it. The Pi wouldn't see it.
I've got them working on both of mine at home right now. I've got 3 of those now. Yeah, I got 3 of those running. I got one on each Pi running on each printer, and then I've got one that I use because, yeah.
I got 3 or 4 of them, and I'm getting ready to send them back to my brother.
Well, if he wants to use them as a web,
They were his anyways, but they made this little goofy thing.
Yep, I saw that. I'm actually about printing one to put on my desk.
Cool.
So yeah, I have it. Camera on my
Did you
desk.
see Tom Sandler's freaking response? He's like, "What's that for?" It's like, it's just stupid and cute, you dumbass.
Just for holding up a webcam.
He's like me. I don't do a lot of stupid cutes. I shouldn't say that. I got a whole shelf full of them. I'm not big on the stupid cute prints. I like them once in a while, but that was my brother. Actually, he saw that, and I forwarded a picture because it's on, I don't know, one of the useful 3D printing groups, and everyone was like, "That's not really useful, but we're gonna leave it because it's kind of cool."
Yeah.
And, the guy's like, "It actually is useful. I designed it to raise the cam up because there's no real good stands for them." You know what I mean?
No, there's no like monitor mount stands or nothing. I mean, you've got the magnets that's in there. You could always use like the double-sided tape and stick like a piece of metal or another magnet.
Yeah, that's what I got up there.
Yeah,
got one of the magnets up there, but then it doesn't let the camera hinge doesn't quite go 90
yeah,
degrees
the hinge
out.
doesn't turn the way you want it to. I mean, you've got only so many options you can bend that, and you don't have the ability to do like a full rotation.
Same with these cams. The stands on these cams, I think, are terrible. I get why they did it. They're actually made so you can clip it on top of your monitor, but they don't pivot the way I want them to.
Yeah. And the reason that my camera is over here is because at work I have 3 computer screens split up, and the 2 main ones that I use are right here, and then my laptop that has the camera in it is right there. So I'm looking more this way. That's why I'm trying to project my voice that way for you guys because I don't have a mic or nothing over here.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I was only going to do this for an hour, but I got nothing else to do.
Well,
I do have to freaking design my damn. I want to redo the box on that cam.
Yeah, I don't know how much time I'll have to play today. I just figured I'd pop in for a few while I had some downtime while I was trying to update student records. I've got one student record that's arguing with me, and it's because of another school that he's attending. He attends us in another one, and the other school he's attending, they screwed around with their exit and entry dates, and they've done some things that I need to contact the state on, which right now they're all working from home. So contacting the state of Illinois for student record updates. I called them on Monday to get some information taken care of, and they were supposed to call me back by Tuesday, and then Wednesday rolled around. I still hadn't heard from them. So I figure if I call them today, there's a good chance that I might hear from them by the end of the week next week if I'm lucky.
Yeah, thinking of that, I got to get a hold of the doctor's office and redo the whole. We have to do it through. You guys probably don't have it, but the local hospital here has now a linked medical thing because basically one hospital in the last 5 years has bought up everything. It's all part of Yale Hospital now. You guys have probably heard of Yale even down there because Yale is big on. It's a partial school.
Yeah.
Anyways, Yale bought up all the hospitals around here. There's Yale or Bacchus. That's pretty much all of everything in the state now. Anyway, even the doctor's office. Our doctor's office is now part of the Yale network. Anyway, they have an app now for doing everything. Like you can go get your prescriptions. You can view your, if they do a CAT scan. When my father was getting sick, it was really kind of cool. I got my results. I didn't have to go to the doctor. I get an email saying go on, my charts and view it. And I could literally view the CAT scan itself and everything. Mm-hmm. The problem is it's this whole big security thing takes like 20 minutes to set it up and sign into it the first time. And I got to do it for my damn mother so she can do her virtual doctor's appointment. And it's just going to be a nightmare because my mother is just one of those that won't shut up.
She likes to chat a little, huh?
Oh, God. She makes you guys think I got a mouse. She just never shuts up. I guarantee you right now, She's in the basement down there, all by herself, having a full conversation. Out loud. I mean, she's sitting there, you like, she's in the bathroom, and you, like, walk by the bathroom, and she'll be in there talking to herself. Like, out loud, like, normal volume. I mean, like, I talk to myself, too, but usually in my head, not out loud. And every once in a while, you know, I'm sure everyone, like, oh, crap, you know. She just, like, has full conversations with herself.
Get her into your talking team and take home the gold.
Oh, God. It drives me nuts. Sitting there trying to watch TV, and she's just babbling the whole time. And it's not even, like, a normal conversation. It's like 1 minute she's talking about my great-grand aunt, somebody or other that died 20 years ago, and before the sentence is over, she's talking about the flowers in the bed, and, you know, she needs to go to the pharmacy to get her drugs. Oh, one sentence. It's like, holy freaking brain scatter. Everyone's like, oh, she's this old. It's like, no. She's been like that her whole life. As long as I can remember, she's been like that. It drives me freaking crazy.
Just drives you a little batty.
My brothers are like, well, why don't you go downstairs and hang out with mom? You know, she's all alone in the basement. It's like, I try to, you know. I go down there and eat with her. I'm like, screw you. You go down there and hang out with her. They start laughing. No freaking way.
Nice.
My middle oldest brother, I have a lot of brothers, shows up once a week. He just comes by and checks on everything and, you know, just to say hi to her and crap. And he comes in and he ain't here 10 minutes. He's like, I gotta go. I can't deal with her.
Isn't that nice of him?
Are most of your brothers in Connecticut?
Well, I mean, all my brothers. My oldest brother won't even come. He will not come here. Hasn't talked to her in 2 years. Won't say a single word to her. Can't stand her.
Are most of your brothers in Connecticut?
No. Most of my brothers are long out of here. One of them's in Denver. One of them's in Westerly, Rhode Island, which isn't that far away. Chris is in Columbia, Connecticut, and Mark is in Boston, Mass. Yep, a whole herd of lambs. We're all lammies. I'm the only llama, really. Because I was the last. I'm the last of 5. That's how I got the name llama. There's lammy and lammy pie and lamb chops, and they all got all the lambs, and all my friends are like, we can't call you these because all your brothers are already lambs. Yeah, a friend of mine, we were smoking pot out in the smoking area back when high schools had smoking areas because we were allowed to smoke at school. We were out there smoking pot, and he goes, I'm going to call you Llama Dick.
I was in high school in the height of the muscle car era.
Yeah.
We had
muscle car era. 70s. I had dragsters. We used to have a drag strip right up here, Colchester. We used to build drag cars and go up to Colchester every weekend and run cars. It was funny. The cops on Sunday morning at 4 o'clock, the cops would not pull you over if you were in an unregistered vehicle here heading to Colchester. They just wouldn't. As long as you were driving normally, you could drive down the road at 4 o'clock in the morning. You had to do it like in that like 3:30 to 5:30 bracket when no one else was really on the road. Then you had to be heading to Colchester. And if you were heading to Colchester with an unregistered vehicle, they just wouldn't bother pulling you over.
I remember
where you were going. They didn't care. Again, you had to be driving normal. If you were freaking driving 900 miles an hour down the road, they'd pull you over. But if you were just driving down the road and there was no plate on your car, they just let you go.
I remember the ads on WDRC for Connecticut Dragway.
Yep. Colchester Drag Strip. Yeah, DRC and PLR. PLR is like the only radio station left, I think.
Well, DRC's still around.
Is it? I mean, there's a bunch, but PLR is, well, PLR is syndicated with CBS, so it's actually part of CBS now.
Good morning, Viking.
It's a Viking.
Yours.
What's up? My assistant is just sitting over there on his phone. It's kind of funny. He does this to me. He'll sit there and I can see him, and he's just kicked back, foot up, playing on his phone.
You mean like this?
No, he doesn't kick him up that high. He knows if superintendent watches.
I got to put on like a lower, like right here. I need a little foot stand so I can lean back just a little and raise my feet.
3D print something.
Yeah, no, I'm too fat and heavy. It would just break.
I still got a baby Groot print in that Jesse Tree Brown. I figured it's Tree Brown. I might as well print a Groot and see what it looks like. So I'm working on that right now. It should be running still on the printer. I haven't checked in a little bit. But then when I get home, I think I'm going to print that Wexter Sub-Zero mask that they threw in the Filament 1 box this month as the group project. So I'm going to start tonight, see how that does.
Expected delivery. Talking to Jesse Filament.
Yep. I love my Jesse.
I believe that's what this is. Yep. Your item is out for delivery. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, the Tree Brown's printing pretty nice from what I can tell so far.
I had one roll that was bad of the mystery orange, and it was bad. I could not. I actually got it to print on this because it's got the big 0.8 nozzle, and when I put the mirror on it, it would push it through. Yeah. But I called him up. Actually, I emailed him, and I got that. Now I can't remember his name. But anyways, he's their service, guy. And I'm going back and forth and emailing with and obviously they want to protect themselves, and he asked a bunch of questions, and he sent me a picture, and I sent him all the pictures, and after like the fourth day, I was like, dude, are you sending me a new roll? This is I was getting a little pissed, because it's like, it's like, oh no, I forgot. Within an hour of your first, image, I had it all. Here's your tracking code. I forgot to send you your tracking code. I had it that afternoon when I got angry. He's like, no, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm asking you questions so we can figure out and see what actually went wrong. I'm like, well, if you want to, I'll freaking put it in a box and ship it back to you so you guys can inspect it. He's like, nah. But it was funny because, here I am going, okay, this is like day 4 of emailing back and forth with this guy. Because, obviously he emails me. It's a couple hours before I get back to him. It's a couple hours. You know what I mean? It was literally like 4 days, and I'm like, okay, I want a new roll of filament. This stuff is not working. Because we tried a few things, and I pushed it through the printer a few times. And I could get it to go through this one, but none of the other two.
Yeah.
Because at the time, this was the only one that had a mirror on it. And he'd already sent it to me. Here I am getting pissed off. Viking.
Pissed off for nothing. Hey, what's up, Viking?
Viking. It's so funny because now that you're a Viking and everything, I was just watching. Have you guys seen The Last Kingdom yet?
Not yet.
If you haven't watched it, watch it. Especially you, dude. Because there is, no lie, probably 30 people in that show that look like your brother. I mean, it's a classic Viking look, but literally, they're not just. They look like they could be your brother.
That's cool.
It's like, okay, he really is a Viking because he kind of looks like the guys that act, play Vikings.
I am a Viking.
Oh, that's a great. If you haven't watched it, it is a great show. It really is.
It's on my list.
What I love about it is it's not like Game of Thrones where it's all CGI dragons and everything. I don't believe there's any CGI in that show anywhere. It's all classic, special blood and guts special effects from like the 70s.
Yeah. But
the camera work and the storyline, and I guess the storyline I didn't realize is actually based on a true dude. I mean, they outright say the story is not real.
Yeah.
It's just based on that. There was an actual guy named Uhtred of Bredenburg. It was a English dude that got taken as a slave by the Vikings when they were invading England and grew up to become a Viking and help save England and regroup the 4 districts of England back into one big England.
Yeah, it's lots of good stories, real ones too. So
yeah, Uhtred. I am Ultra the Brenberg.
Yes.
So, it's a great show, man.
Yeah.
I just freaking binge watched season 4, and now I almost wish I hadn't binge watched it because now I want to watch it again. Now I got to wait another year because I'm pretty sure they've already approved season 5.
Probably. I guess you've seen Vikings.
Huh?
Have you seen the TV series Vikings?
I watched like the first 3 seasons, and then I kind of just burnt out on it.
Yeah, I think I saw 3 too. So
They're up
to watch the latest.
Season 8 or 9 now, aren't they? How many seasons of Vikings are they?
I don't know. Let me check.
There's a lot. I know they just put out this is the last season they're doing right now, or just released, or
Let's see.
I stopped watching it right about when the lead dude there got killed.
Oh yeah, at about the same time I stopped. 6 seasons so far.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah,
I think it was season 3 was when I stopped watching it. It was good. I mean, I still think it's good. It just I kind of burnt out on it. It seemed like the same thing over and over and over. The brother would be his brother again, and then he'd turn on him, and then he'd come back and be his brother again. And he'd turn on him, and then he went to France and got married and turned on him, and then he was his brother. It's like, how many times can you let him back?
yeah.
It just got a little stupid to me.
Yeah, it did. It's been a while since I saw any Viking shows.
TK's going on 2 days without meds. So his hair's straight
up.
up. One eye's higher than the other. It's twitchy. I shouldn't make fun of him. Dude, jump in the video, man. I haven't seen you on stream in a while.
Yeah.
So what are you up to there, Tom?
Not much so far today. I've been away down in town.
Just say, we were looking at the weather earlier. You're getting like freaking snow right now, aren't you?
No, it rains a bit, but no snow.
Does it rain? I can swear I saw it because we the whole east coast of U.S. is like literally one big rainstorm. And I started scrolling around the map of the world, and it looked like some of the northern Europe was actually getting snow.
Yeah, it's probably snow somewhere here in Norway, but not down here. I'm in the southeast, so the warmest part of Norway.
Good morning, Mr. B.
I didn't think there was a warm part of Norway.
The warmest.
Warmest.
Yeah.
Just above freezing.
I was gonna say.
The summers here are really great. The winters aren't that fun though.
And the flowers bloom in like August.
No.
Go away in September.
More or less. It is down here. It's usually around March, April, May, maybe.
Yeah, you're basically in the same line I am.
Yeah, I think it's.
We're just now really turning green. The leaves aren't out yet, but the buds are all on the trees. And certain areas that get a lot of sun or extra warm or whatever, the trees have pop leaves. Even that, they're still baby leaves.
Yeah, we had 20 degrees Celsius just a week ago, I think. It's colder now, but it's getting up to 12 or 13 in the weekend, I think.
Well, that's freaking cold.
No, it's not warm, but 20 degrees plus is pretty good.
Yeah, 20 is like 70, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
In that area.
Let's see. 6. 20 degrees Celsius is 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's comfortable to me.
Yeah, I like it.
That's my favorite temperature. It's like you can wear a t-shirt, or you can wear a long shirt, or you can wear shorts, but you really should wear long pants, but you're not going to sweat.
Yeah, I usually don't wear shorts. That's not often. Sometimes at the beach I'll do that, but not anywhere else.
Usually right about now, actually, I start wearing shorts. It's just been
How long does the water get there in the middle of summer, Viking?
Say again, Jimmy?
How warm does the water get there in the middle of summer?
Probably tops out at about 20 degrees.
Yeah.
That's the top. Usually it's a bit colder. More like 12 or 13. That's too cold for me. Yeah, Ricky. I do at least.
That's why the Irish wear kilts, to get some tan on their legs.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, TK. I'll print it.
Scanned it. That should be pretty easy. You should be able to, like, you wouldn't even need to do a scan / 3D conversion. You could probably just bring it into Fusion and use the image and trace it.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult of a drawing, is it? Swirly.
The water here in the summer gets up to about 31 Celsius.
Oh, that's hot.
I was gonna say, I don't think it gets down to 20 ever down there, does it? The lowest the water temperature is there is like 70, which is
over
21, 22 in Celsius.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, something around there.
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
My printers are usually around 18, 19 degrees Celsius when I, first turn them on. And my room temperature is usually around 68, 69 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's a bit above that here, usually. Around 70, 72 maybe.
Yeah, which is like 20, 21 Celsius, I think.
Yeah, around there. And that's all right.
I think. I'm not too positive on that.
The
whole Celsius Fahrenheit conversion thing.
Yeah. The lakes here could get warmer than 20 degrees Celsius, depending on how deep they are.
You get a lot of sunshine in the summer.
Yeah, the summers are nice here. And Sandefjord, where I live, is really beautiful. Just by the sea.
Honestly, the only thing I really, really hate about up here is the short days.
Yeah, in the wintertime?
I don't mind the winter if the sun would just shine longer. It doesn't even need to be that warm. I don't like the sun going down at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It just pisses me off.
Yeah. Earlier when I worked at one of Norway's biggest computer companies, I worked in an RMA department, and when I went to work, it was dark, and I worked inside a box, inside a building. I didn't see sun all day.
Yeah.
And when I was off work, the sun was down, so always darkness. That's depressing. Yeah, it's depressing.
Even when I was doing construction, going to work in the dark, you're working outside basically all day in one form or another. But even still, you go to work and the sun's not even up. It starts coming up. You're at work. You're working all day. And then by the time you go home, it's dark again.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Me too.
Yeah, I am definitely a solar powered, even days like today where it's just cloudy, my energy level is way down. Yesterday, the sun was out. I was running around. I cut up trees and branches and was out in the yard and took my mother to the post office and went to the store. And, I just run around when the sun's out. I'm definitely solar powered. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Well, when you live in an area like that, it's probably smart to take or go to the tanning salon a few times in each winter to get some sun. It helps on the energy levels and how you feel. It helps.
Yeah. Never leave Heartland alive. Isn't that kind of similar to that? What's that song? This small town or my small town? Or that's kind of a country rock song I've actually listened to. It's a pretty good tune.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about Florida. To get a day where it's cloudy from morning till night, I got more fingers than we get days like that down here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I did like Florida in the sense that, oh my God, Christmas Eve, I'm calling my brother, and it's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and it's bright and sunny out, and, me and my friend are sitting out in the backyard in our shorts, sun tanning, and called my brother, and I'm like, dude, hey, Merry Christmas, blah, blah, we're sitting outside. He goes, what do you mean you're sitting outside? Like, it's sunny, it's warm, we're outside. He goes, dude, the sun's been down for like 4 hours, you bastard. Like, not here.
Those cloudy days in
Clear.
yeah.
I don't like the summers down there, though. I do not like being in Florida in the summer. Because I lived in Miami for 2 years, 2.5 years. And I hated the summers down there.
Okay.
That's almost depressing because the sun's up for like 20 hours a day. It's ridiculous. But you can't go out there. You can't do anything. You sit inside in air conditioning. You got to go out in your car. If your car's not in a garage, you got to go out, start it, and go back inside. Because if you sit on the damn seat, you're gonna get freaking second-degree burns.
You get roasted chestnuts.
Yeah.
It's like you go to the grocery store and you got to have. I had this beautiful Camaro I bought down there. It had black seats. Oh my God, that was the stupidest thing.
Yeah, not the smartest
Black
thing
seats
to do.
in Florida are just dumb.
Yeah.
There's a lot of white cars down here.
Yeah. It was a gold Camaro. It was nice. It was a 70 gold Camaro. It was a beautiful car. Absolutely gorgeous. But it had black seats. Oh.
Yes, Bertram, I am at work. This is just proof to you guys that I actually do have a job, and I'm not just saying I do.
We know you have a job, but do you do nothing?
Microphone's right here.
Yeah, this is it.
Job.
I just sit here and do nothing.
That is.
I just shake my head every now and then when he pops in the door and talks to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mike.
Is that what that's about? That job thing?
I will. Hey,
You
Mikey.
actually leave the house?
Hi.
Hey,
How you doing?
this is Jimmy. It's Donna.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Hi, Donna.
Jimmy's back.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
It's nice to see a face with a name. You were so
Yeah.
nice when Jim was sick. Thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was just popping through to tell him I'm getting a snack. You want anything?
Yeah, I want a snack.
I'm beginning to think the Jimmies are just really artificial voices. They're not real.
Bye, bye.
They're just voices
Right.
inside a freaking glue cap.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta get, oh, wait a minute.
Movement?
It's a whole glue stick now. It's not just a cap.
You flipped it over.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
we
when
gotta
are-
make you like a little logo / icon of just like a glue stick.
Yeah. When are you getting a new camera?
Oh,
Jim.
sometime soon.
Yeah.
Just freaking buy one, will you, and get it over with?
When I was going back to work.
No.
You know what you can actually do? That's actually what this camera is I went on Amazon and I went in there refurbed return, and I bought a return. It was like $15 off. I think I paid $20 or $25 for that thing. So it was like $50.
Yeah.
It was just, the box was squished. It wasn't even a return. It was just the corner of the box was squished.
Yeah, it's a 920. Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 921 or 922 or 920. I don't know.
Yeah, I have the 920S. It's pretty good.
I don't know. What is it? Does it say on it? Doesn't
Maybe
say
on the
anymore.
backside. No.
Actually, I could probably find out if I go into my little.
Yeah,
What is
have-
this?
have the cams gone down in price yet? It's still up. No.
They
makes
haven't.
sense.
That's why I keep buying the Wise cams, because for $25 a piece, you get those, and you
USB.
spend about 5 minutes with some firmware, and you're up and
Host
running with
bus,
the cam.
Kensington USB
Yeah.
hub.
I can't buy the voice cams there.
920.
No.
Yeah. It's almost the same as the one I have. The one I have is a
Yeah.
lens cover. I think that's basically it.
They're all generally the same. There's some improvements here and there, but
Yeah, but that's one of the good cams, at least. $200 for C920.
Amazon warehouse. What do they have?
Way too expensive for that camera.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is most of them are $200 now, when they were like $100 before.
What do they have in the Amazon warehouse?
That's how it used to be, Robbie. Not anymore.
Webcam.
We have evolved from that. That's the rest of the world, or most of it, at least.
Document camera. What the hell? I put in a webcam and it's coming up with headphones.
Yeah. $89 for a C270 is too expensive.
How much?
$89.
Yeah, no.
140. It's way too expensive. That's a bit high for a C920.
Wow. I guess everyone bought up all the used ones because it is not popping up anything in the warehouse.
So I picked up the extrusions for the Emir today. Finally, I tried to find some
Well, you can't even
screws.
get one.
Getting ready to have some fun, aren't you?
Yeah, getting there.
$200?
Yeah,
That's why we're not buying that stuff. That's why.
$213 they're getting for this camera right now.
That's why I'm buying wise cams and flashing the firmware, because it's $25 still, and it's
yeah.
I paid like $20. I should turn around and sell it. I wonder if I can make some money off the frickin' thing used.
Yeah, probably can.
I'll be back in a minute. I gotta send some coffee to the big recycling machine.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And
I wonder if this is a 1 or a 2. Jesus.
I also got a deal on a printer locally. I couldn't say no. $100 for a Delta Anycubic
Nice.
Castle Linear Plus. So
nice.
I've been looking for that for a while.
Too, so I should be able to flash this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go download the firmware, which, give me a minute, I'll go grab the file and send it to you.
I did that and it didn't work.
Okay, but that cable you got plugged in, you need to get one that's got that long flat end on both ends and plug that into the USB port on the back.
Oh, you got to plug into this.
Yeah, you need a USB to USB-A.
I have
USB-A to USB-A cable. You plug it in there and then plug it into the computer, and it'll see it as I think it says HD webcam or USB HD webcam or something like that.
You know, I heard this card
USB
has
as well.
that's the flash card, so it should work right now if it worked.
Yeah, if you flashed it, then yeah. When you turn it on, does it just flash like a
Yeah, it did like weird crap and wouldn't work.
Sorry, Ryan. It popped up on the local version of Craigslist, and
So,
I couldn't say no for that price.
What?
I couldn't really afford it, but I still bought
What
it.
did you buy?
The Anycubic Castle Linear Pro Plus,
Oh.
not Pro.
I thought you were just gonna build your own.
I'm doing that too, of course. But I used money I didn't have to buy the Delta.
USB hub, webcam into it. Nope, not doing anything. Not showing up.
Yeah, I remember, Ryan. That sucks. This guy had two. They both were gone in 15 minutes.
It's not even lit up. The lights aren't on or nothing.
Hey, red light.
all right, if it's not lighting up, then and it is the same USB-A to USB-A, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
standard.
And if it's not, if that little light on the back isn't lighting up and your computer didn't go ding, of course you have a Mac, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's USB-A to USB-A.
Well, the Mac will see it easier than the PC will. Mac sees
yeah.
everything. You may not be able to use it, but it
No,
sees it.
what I was going to say is with Mac, you did grab the right version. There's two different demo files. There's the standard demo
There
file
was-
that's written in zip, and then there's the Mac folder version, which
I did this way back with this camera. Like 2 or 3
Okay.
months ago I did it.
Well, give me just a second here then to kind of look up.
You know what? There's even an SD card in there. I might take note. There is.
There we go. Now I got room for more coffee.
Sweet.
Go grab this real quick. I love the fact that this is right on the Wisecam's website, and they tell you that it's not. It says it's not supported.
Yeah, well, they don't know.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
that's kind of irritating in a way.
All right, I'm gonna go latest and greatest firmware. Go download the zip, unzip it, copy the Mac demo file, go into the Mac folder, grab the demo file, copy it to your SD card, and then
I know how to do it.
Yeah, and just do the whole process. Whole reset, powered
You
up.
have to go to the website. It just automatically said, "Would you like to download the zip file?"
Yeah, I just grabbed the link straight to the zip. I figured it's a whole lot easier than having you run around in circles.
Webcam firmware instructions demo bin.
Yeah, there should be a Mac folder in there too, so just grab the one on the Mac folder.
Oh, there is a demo bin and webcam instructions.
Okay. Well, that be the case then.
That's not too bad.
You will need a 32-bit card, which I have. Wisecam, how to flash the Wisecam.
They say 32-bit card, but I've done it with a 16-bit or a 16 meg card.
I have a 32. This is that's all I buy now because the 16s aren't even worth buying because they're only like $1 less.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, that's only because I've got 16s floating around. Otherwise, 32s are pretty much all I buy anymore.
But I have mostly 32s because I use them in my little quadcopter cameras. I'm going to do this later. I'm not going to try and do it right now while I'm streaming.
That's fine.
Which I probably should, but yeah, because I use all 32 bits in these things. These things are awesome. I was thinking about converting one of these to a webcam, but these ain't cheap. Not that they're expensive, and honestly, these ones I can't even get anymore. And I like them better than the newer ones, even though they're not as good. I actually like them better for the quadcopters. One, because they were so cheap. They were like $35, $40 when I bought the last couple. And I had a couple of really nice, $100, $150 ones that I'd fly with the quadcopter. And then I'm always worried that I'm going to crash the quadcopter and lose the camera and it's going to drop out of the sky. And then you go, with those, if I lose it, I lose it. It's $30, You don't want to, but it's not the end of the world when you crash a quadcopter with a $200 or $300 camera on it.
That's not fun.
Could be a whole different story. Now you can't even get these anymore. I'm kind of pissed because these are still some of the best sunset camera you can get. Because they're not the highest resolution, they get the colors better and everything, and you don't have to play color games or set white balance. Just freaking stock. You send it up there, it shoots the sunset. It's beautiful every time.
Yeah.
I don't need the highest detail because the thing isn't that great of a quadcopter anyways. It's not like I'm flying around with a, DJI or anything. It's a cheapo freaking $50 line of sight only quadcopter that I've completely rebuilt because I crashed it too many times.
Yeah.
It was funny the other day. There was a bunch of people on, I still follow a bunch of the quadcopter-y, build your own quadcopter websites and forums and YouTube, Facebook groups and stuff. This guy came on and said, "Oh, can I just take my cheap little quadcopter and 3D print a frame for it? I keep breaking it and gluing it back together." Everyone's like, "No, you can't do that. You got to buy this and that and the other." I'm like, "Shut up." Yes, you can do it, dude. Freaking design a frame. Here's one I've designed. If you want it, you can change the mounting spots for your board. Everyone's like, "Oh, you can't do that. It won't work. No, you need this and you need auto flight this and programmable that. It's like, no, you don't. You take the crap that's on yours and you pick it up and you slap it on the 3D printed one and you're done. Screw it down and go fly the frickin' thing. Stop making it more complicated than it has to be. Well, he'll never be able to do
get back to work.
He couldn't do that before.
Talk to you guys later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
they
it out.
can.
Take it easy, Dan.
Later, dude. Laters. I think I'm gonna have to start. I'm waiting for freaking exo slides, and I'm pretty much giving up on them. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do about the hodgepodge printer. It's time I do something with it, I guess.
Why are you giving up on exo slides?
Because they won't send me the parts. They were supposed to send me a whole bunch of parts. They just haven't.
Yeah, I think I saw something
Got a
about
couple of months and just done
getting
with
everything. I think they got everything in stock again today. I think.
Yeah. Well, they weren't giving me. They were giving me like returns and stuff. Basically, when I was talking to him originally, he's like, I got a whole bunch of them in that the moldings didn't come out right. There was like air bubbles in the mold.
Yeah.
When they injection molded it, the plastic. He's like, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to sell them because they look wrong. And he's like, I'll give you a whole bunch of them. I'm like, sweet. I guess you got a whole order full of them that way.
Good morning, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, they're just behind. Well, I mean, he actually contacted me like 2 weeks ago and said, hey, I'm sorry. We've been real busy. I guess they're printing like PPI or PPE crap and they're busy too, which is understandable. I'm not saying anything bad about them. I'm just tired of waiting and I want to get on the hodgepodge printer and start doing stuff. And I got motion systems enough. I just wanted to try that.
Yeah, it's a cool system.
And I was going to design it around their stuff. Now I'm just going to use Vigaroot, I guess.
Yeah, I'll use linear rails on the image. I was thinking about exoslides too, but didn't want to copy both you and Josh. So
yeah, Josh would have to send them to you.
Yeah.
And I know they were backordered, but I wasn't getting anything brand new. I didn't want anything brand new. When I first hit them up, I said, you got any returns, bad units, stuff with a bearing in it bad that the bearing needs to be replaced. I'll go get a damn bearing myself. That kind of. I don't want these guys to just hand new stuff for that. I just want crap. I want a bunch of crap I put together to make a halfway decent printer. That was the whole point of the hodgepodge.
Yeah. It'd be fun to watch.
That was on 2 separate layers. Yep. It's the only problem with doing like thin walls. I didn't want to do just a spiralized box. I'm just printing a box on that printer. But I wanted like 2 layers thick. But sometimes it's hard to get them to stick together. Sometimes you get it too far apart and it just does a line and then does another line, but they're just far enough apart that they don't adhere to each other. So it ends up being like a hollow part.
Yeah.
So I always do it just under it's a 0.8 nozzle, so I did it 1.5 thickness to make sure it was just under what it was, because I don't care if it swells out. I mean, it's just a stupid box to sit on here. It doesn't need to look perfect.
That's true. So what is everybody in chat doing today?
Days. It's only freaking 11. It's not even 11 o'clock in the morning. I feel like it's 9 o'clock at night.
It's almost 5 p.m. here.
Yeah, the ones they were getting to Chris Riley were like new fancy ones.
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment in about 2 hours today, Viking.
2 hours today? Yeah. What?
2 hours.
Everything looked.
Doctor.
You were at the doctor's or were going to the doctor's today?
I'll be going to the doctor.
Oh,
in about 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hope everything looks good.
I feel good.
That's a good start. Let's Hope you continue to feel well. Well, getting tired again. No.
Yeah, I can't believe those freaking wow. I wonder how much these things are going for used. If I can get that to run, I could sell that for $100 used. Hell yeah.
Probably.
Make some money off this stupid camera. Hell, I got another one right here that I can use. Do I? Yeah, I still have it. It's a 720 camera, which is all we use for this anyways. It's not a very good camera. It's very, very old. It's very, very old. Actually, I wonder with the new OS, because everything's gone to 64-bit now.
Yeah.
If it'll even see it. You may not even see that one anymore.
Maybe not.
USB. Cam. Nope, not seeing that one either.
Looks like it.
Huh. I wonder if that port's just dead. What else do I got plugged in here? Let's see. Oops, push keys. Those are my headphones all charged up. You know what I don't like is the new Mac OS. They just came out with an update, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. There's no more like video control panel anymore. There used to be a, select what cam right in the OS, and it's not there anymore. It's like gone.
What the hell?
I can't select the camera in the video. There's no more video. There's audio. I could change the audio.
That's just stupid.
The Venus cam is showing up for the audio.
So you can use it as a mic.
But I don't know how to tell it.
Oh,
I
Michael.
wonder if I can go in here and there we go. Well, it worked. There you go. That's my old ancient camera.
Low FPS. Did ring.
Manual focus. It's a manual focus camera.
Holy crap.
But it works.
It works, but it looks like shit.
Yes, it did. Well, now that I think about it, I don't even think it's a 720 cam. I think it's just a 480.
Fun.
This is antique, dude. This is really, really old.
Yeah. That's nice for an Octoprint or something like that, and just to keep an eye on the.
Yeah, Octoprint won't see it. That's what I originally. That's why I kept it.
I don't think so.
I originally bought it. I mean, this was high tech back when I first bought it.
Yeah.
It was like awesome. You could video chat now.
Secret salad percent.
Yeah, Rick. Yeah, I haven't done any remixing yet either.
Is that okay?
So probably will sometime. Someday.
I mean, it was big because it actually has an external mic input. You can't really see it on here, but it's got a plug-in so you can put an external mic in it.
Oh, that's a nice feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to try that Wisecam thing.
Dude. Exhausted.
Seriously, I can't believe they're getting hundreds of dollars for this thing. Not that long ago, I paid $20 or $30 for.
Yeah, all the guys said work from home and stuff, and so webcams got sold out quickly.
Yeah, but they're not even sold out. You can still get them. They're just freaking raping you for them.
Yeah, probably the cams.
Yeah, see, that's
in
just
later.
through Amazon, though. Because everywhere else, I'm seeing them $80, $90, which is what they were new when I bought it. Free
Well,
shipping, $89.
Jake from State Farm is here.
Yeah.
So that's more. It's just freaking Amazon raping people. What is up, Jakey Matt? Maddie Jake. Jakey Matt. What are you wearing, man?
Khakis and a red
What
sweater.
are you wearing, Matt? Or Jake from State Farm? What are you wearing? Khakis and a red cardigan. I kind of like the new ad better than the old one.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? I like it when he goes, "Hey, do people ask you what you're wearing?" All the time, dude.
Yeah. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, no, it's a U.S. thing.
Yeah. I usually don't watch TV here either, so
Yeah. Well, I think they actually have the ad on like you can go watch the ad on YouTube if you wanted
yeah,
to.
probably.
It's actually kind of funny.
The red top.
What?
The new one's, I think the new one's funnier than the old one, especially considering the old original Jake pops his head out at the end, and says, "Oh, all the time." It's like a new guy. It's the same old ad, but a new guy in the office. It's just funny.
Yeah, Mike. That's probably it. They were really expensive on our version of Craig's.
Yeah, well, it's Amazon. I mean, I was actually looking in the Amazon warehouse, which is mostly just Amazon, and they were $200 for reboxed ones. That's freaking ridiculous. See buying options. $213. Yeah, no, you're right. None of them are from Amazon. They're all from Electronic Club or Fast E or, well, here's one. $235 through Amazon.
Yeah, the cheapest I see used now is around $100.
That's
One on-
insane.
Yeah, one on an open box, almost $200.
I mean, I could sell this for $75 and make money. I mean, they were like $75, $80 brand new when I bought this. I think I paid $30 or $40 for it used, in the Amazon warehouse because the box was damaged. It was ridiculously cheap. It's the only reason why I bought it.
Yeah, it's a good camera though.
Yeah, it's actually a really good camera for $30. I wouldn't pay $100 for it.
Oh, I guess I paid around $70 for mine. That was the cheap price here then.
Yeah.
Good morning, Johnny Mac.
How far along is my little box? It says 61%. These things were a good deal. I didn't think they'd be all that great, but I'm glad I bought them. I have never, ever liked the ones that popped a little node in your ear. It always drove me nuts. It just irritates my ear, like inside my ear. These are like really nice and super soft, and I can wear these all day and I'll forget I even have them on.
Nice.
They're actually really, really comfortable, and they come with like 5 or 6 different sizes of little globe you snap on here. And the sound quality, I'm not going to say is great. It's not nothing spectacular about them, but I think I paid $13 for them or $14. Can't really bitch about that.
No, that's cheap.
I'm using them while I'm out using the weed whackers and lawnmowers and stuff. So you're not really hearing sound quality anyways, because even though I'm using battery powered, it still makes a lot of noise. And I'm just using them more as earplugs / music to add to not just have weed whacker noise constantly.
Yeah, that's better.
Working in the yard.
Yeah, the Yi action cams are pretty decent too.
You should be able to just plug the Y cams in and use them. Like, from what I understand, the Y cams, you can just make a webcam. They always were.
Yeah, I haven't tested them, but I've seen reviews.
They're basically
It's
the
been a
same
while.
thing as the GoPros, the Y cams.
Yeah.
I think they're actually better.
Yeah, maybe. Usually more equipment or extra stuff when you buy them, at least.
Well, they became big when they became the inexpensive GoPro alternative for like the RC cars and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
They were like a quarter of the price of the GoPro. Now they're almost the same freaking price because they got popular and they're good.
Yeah.
GoPro used to be. I remember when GoPro first came out, and it was a contest between whether you wanted a Contour or a GoPro. And I always liked the Contours better just because of the shape. They were thinner and narrower.
Yeah.
Easier to mount on mountain bikes because we used to use them for mountain biking back in the day.
Yeah.
But they had a better frame rate. The Y cams, the Contours. I don't know how GoPro must have just got popular. They must have been good at advertising. It's the only thing I can think of. Because both the Contour and the Y cams were both a better camera for less money. The Y cams had the best video of all of them. They were just a little bit more than the Contours, and the Contour was the first one to have the slide on and off button, which is why I liked it, because I could be mountain biking and just reach down and slide I didn't have to like go and push buttons and turn it on, and you just slid the freaking power button on. It was huge. You grab it with your finger, you slide it back, and the camera was on. That was that. And they were sugar, they were long and narrow. They were round tubes, basically. They had better mounting options. I just don't. GoPro was just, I don't know how they became so popular.
I don't know. They're pretty decent now, at least.
They were always a decent camera. They were just always like 3 times the price of anything else that was also a decent camera. I mean, I started getting into the run cams because the run cams, when this came out, this was the original run cam. This was actually better than the GoPro at the time, and it was half the price.
Yeah.
I mean, even when these were brand new, they were only $60. They were $59.95, and a GoPro was $200 at the time. And this had a better image.
Yeah.
At the time, not anymore. Those are old.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them. This one's really awesome. I dip painted it.
Oh yeah.
It's all cool. So if it falls off the quadcopter or I lose it in the woods or something, I can find it. It's easy to spot camo.
Yeah. Anti camo.
Not camouflaged. It's just easy to spot camo.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do like a camo, like fluorescent color camo. It's like, do you want to be hidden or not?
Yeah. Want to be seen by everyone.
Do you want to not be seen, or do you want to be seen?
Yeah.
It was one of those. It was I don't know. It was on Facebook or Twitter or one of those where the National Guard was all out in their camos and they had the bright orange, construction vests on. It's like, do you want to be seen or not? Why are you wearing camo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use them a lot. I use them on my quadcopters. That's why I got these, because these are the lightest ones you can get, and I make them even lighter because I pull them apart and I pull the batteries out and I put batteries in them that are like a quarter of the size. The batteries in these are for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of big, for this. Where I take little itty bitty batteries and put them in them because with my quadcopter, it only flies for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I've got a half-hour
hours
battery in here to save weight. It makes it even lighter. It's in this one. I can tell just by picking it up. This has got a regular battery in it, and this has got the lightweight battery in it.
Whew.
I can tell this, but you can feel it.
Camo down here is a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. Camo.
Yeah. That wouldn't be camo here.
I just think it's funny that everything's gonna. I mean, when I was growing up, Army greens were green. Nobody wore camo unless you were like in a war.
Yeah.
Camo was
War.
issued according to where you were. You wore white camo if you were up north in the snow. You wore green camo if you were in the jungle. But your Army greens were your Army greens. You walked around in Army greens. Now everyone, Army greens aren't there. There aren't Army greens anymore, are there? Everybody wears camo as standard.
Just the dress uniforms.
Yeah. Well, your dress uniform is a dress uniform. Your everyday crap, everybody's camo now. I don't think anybody. I don't think the Army uses regular old Army greens anymore, do they?
I don't think so.
Know.
But even the Navy
everything is camo. Camo sweatpants, basically. They all use the sweatpant bottoms now too.
It's funny, the Navy camo. What's the sense? You're on an aircraft carrier. You're not.
Like they should be long stripes so you can blend in with the boards and the runway.
Probably best not to.
Yeah, get run over by the lightest jet taking off. They do look like PJs. They look like sweatpants. You look at them now, they look like sweatpants tucked into big, tall boots.
Yeah.
And that's not just the U.S. I've noticed even like all countries have seemed to go into that.
Yeah, I'm not
I guess
sure
it saves money. I mean, if you gotta issue camos to people to go use out in the field, you might as well wear them all the time. Why have another set of clothes they gotta get? I guess, but
I don't think there's camo on the most military here.
No, they're not.
I don't think so. I'm not a military expert though, so probably seen more U.S. Uniforms than Norwegian. So
we've invaded yet another country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Norwegians are better at skiing.
Yeah, most probably are. I'm not I'm an expert in that area.
You don't ski?
No, I haven't done that since I was. I just keep inside in winter.
That was never a skier either. I never.
No. I skied a few times when I was a kid, but not too much.
Yeah. I never even really thought it was all that great. I thought it was more annoying.
Yeah, I don't find it fun at all. So
I'd rather go snowmobiling.
What?
I'd rather go snowmobiling.
Yeah,
I would rather do that.
Go up the ski slopes because I got some friends that live in Vermont. He lives right outside of Stowe Mountain. He actually works there. He's a ski instructor, but I never really liked skiing. So we used to go up there. This is college age, and he'd get us free lift tickets because he was an instructor there. And we go up and we bring garbage bags. No lie.
Oh, yeah.
A whole box of garbage bags.
Classic.
Big, the big long leaf heavy duty ones. And you take like 6 or 8 of them and you punch out feet holes. So you just punch out the bottom of it, stick your feet through it, put like 6 or 8 of them on there because they wear off. And you just sit your ass on the ski slope and you go down the ski slope on garbage bags. And boy, you get whipping. And you're past, the skiers are all doing this whooping back and forth. And you're just like, right by them. Just bombing as fast as you're going, digging your heels into steer. Oh, that used to be so much fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I also enjoyed that. We also had probably we call it sleighs or something like that. But so we sat on a plastic. The
plastic roll-ups. Those came with
a steering wheel and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a regular sled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there was the late 70s. They came out with just a blue piece of plastic with a handle on it, and you unrolled it, and you sat on it, and you rolled down the hill.
Yeah.
No, those came after the whole garbage bag thing. Garbage bags were awesome.
Yeah.
You get your ass whipping. Just don't go over a jump or anything because there is no padding on that.
Oh
You
yeah.
go off a jump
It hurts.
with a garbage bag and you land on your ass, especially on a real ski slope where it's all like, it's all been packed and it's icy and
Yeah. It still was fun, but it hurts sometimes.
yeah, tubing. We used to use tubes a lot too. They wouldn't let us use the tube on the ski slope though.
No.
We used to go tubing down the Farmington River in the summertime.
Yeah.
I used to love the guy on the chairlift at the top of the lift when we get up to the top and there'd be, we got no skis or anything. We each have a box of garbage bags. He just started laughing. He goes, I know what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
We're
times.
garbage can bagging. We're bagging it down the slope.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Where are your skis? A couple of, naive kids. Where are your skis? Where are your skis? Did you drop your skis? We got to get somebody to go get your skis. It's like, no, we got a box of garbage bags. What are you gonna do with those?
You watch.
We used to tow skiers with the snowmobiles. They'd wear the shorty skis 2 or 3 feet and get a tow rope on the back of the snowmobile.
Yeah, that's fun too.
Now it's all snowboards.
Yeah,
a lot of the mountains up north here are outlawing the snowboards or they're giving them their own trails because they don't want them mixing.
It's a different style.
They're a little more crazy than we were on garbage bags.
True. Yeah.
I'll never forget one of my friends went off the trail with the garbage bag, man. And we're like, oh crap, because you're going into the pine trees. And it was like a freaking cartoon. Because we're like, oh crap, we got to get them. So you start digging your heels in, trying to slow down, and that ain't easy. So we go running back up to see him, look over the little edge, and know why it was like a cartoon, arms and hands out, and he just like jammed into a pine tree. He's just sitting there going, help, get me out of here, I can't move. We had to climb up the pine tree and like pull him off the pine tree.
Yeah.
It was funny as crap. We're all laughing. He's like, don't laugh at me. This shit hurts.
It does.
Like, yeah, but it's kind of funny, dude. Man, I wish we had the phone cameras and crap back then because that would have been a instant freaking. I've been taking pictures of that one. That was literally like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. He was just starfished into the tree.
Yeah, fun.
Splat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm tired. It's 5 a.m., not p.m., and I'm tired. I'm too used to say a.m.
Huh?
I'm too used to say a.m. I'm usually on stream at night.
Yeah, it's early for you. What the hell?
Yeah.
You must just woke up.
No, I've been awake for quite a while, but
you're usually up later than I am. You're on these. I go to bed and you're still streaming.
Yeah, I try to get to bed earlier, but often it doesn't help. I have slept very little the last month or so. At least I got some sleep the last 2 days, but still not enough.
Nobody was streaming the last couple of nights.
Chris McCarthy streamed, but he streamed late, almost 5 a.m. my time. So
last night?
11, yeah. 11 your time?
Last night. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
He streamed a couple hours last night.
Yeah,
I actually looked and I didn't see it.
He started about 3 hours later than I used to do. 3 hours. I saw it when I woke up.
Really? Because I was actually, I woke up at like 10 or 11 o'clock here at night.
Yeah.
And like, I wonder if anyone's streaming.
That's about when he started.
Yeah, he started just after that, probably.
Really? And it's not even showing up in here.
10 p.m. EST, yeah.
No, man, so I just watched some more. I started watching Strike Back again. That's another good show. I actually signed up
Did I
for
see that?
It's on Cinemax. Actually, for you, it's on Sky.
No,
You get
it's on
Sky there?
it's on Viking Flex.
Viking Flicks.
Yeah, I download.
No, because it's not. It's Anyway, it's on Cinemax and Sky here.
Yeah.
I did the Cinemax. I do it every year because this is right when Strike Back comes out, and it's really the only thing I watch on Cinemax. So I do it every year. I do the 7-day free trial thing for the week and just watch my season of Strike Back in
Binge
advance.
it, yeah.
It's not. They've had one or two other good shows, but it's just not worth paying for.
No.
I'm not even big on like Netflix and Hulu. I've been keeping Netflix now just because of the whole world BS and it's something to do. But usually Netflix, I usually get for a couple 3 months and then I cancel it.
Yeah, then you probably have seen most of the stuff that's worth watching. So
Yeah, because most of the movies and stuff they get like 2 or 3 good / new movies. All the other good ones are old, and I can watch on regular everyday television. Just I have to watch an ad, or they're paid for it. I just don't get the pay for services to watch another paid for service.
No.
I never got that. Like Netflix advertising, you can watch CBS on demand on Netflix. It's like I can watch CBS on demand on CBS on demand if I wanted CBS on demand. What the hell do I need Netflix for to watch CBS on demand?
Probably aimed at those that want everything
HBO.
in once.
You can watch HBO on Netflix. I can watch HBO on HBO.
But if it's the same price as buying it outside, then it's okay. But then you can have it in one app, and that helps.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got a discount, you're doing multiple stream services. Okay, we'll give you a couple bucks off to get the next one, or get a group of them all together. No, you can watch HBO on Netflix, but why would I do that?
Yeah,
I can watch HBO on HBO. If I don't want to watch it on my television, I can watch it on HBO Go. Yeah. Why do I need Netflix? I don't need Netflix to watch HBO or Showtime or Cinemax.
Yeah, I can see how. Yeah, I would prefer to have everything in one place. I hate having 20 apps for same stuff, basically.
Yeah, it's not even because you don't even need the apps. You just use a web browser to watch any of them nowadays.
Yeah, but I use Plex. I have a server and that's connected to. Oh, I have the NVIDIA Shield TV box.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I keep Comcast around is because everything's ported in. I can watch Netflix on Comcast. I can watch, and it's all, it's all on the one box, and I don't have to go, turn on computers or doing web browsers or, it's all Netflix and Amazon Video and all of that is right on the Comcast box, plus all your regular cable crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really the only decent internet around here. So, otherwise, I'd probably get rid of it altogether and go to a streaming service over even Comcast. But you still need Comcast to get the internet. And if you don't have the television, they whack you $150 for the internet. So by the time, you save $50 on all the TV and stuff, but then you get charged an extra $75 to have the internet to watch the TV. So. Why bother?
Some providers also do it like that here, but not the ones I used, and that's the best connection. Anyways,
I keep thinking I'm going to watch.
Ozark, it's awesome. I like it. Yeah, it's a good one.
I really, really like. I want to watch freaking. I'm literally going to go back and watch The Last Kingdom from beginning to end again.
Yeah, I saw the first season of The Terror. I finished it yesterday, I think.
It's Keith Developer. He's the dude that gave me my Chimera.
Oh, yeah.
That Chimera. I won it in this little thing.
Yeah,
they are awesome, except for trying to switch filaments. The only real bitch I can have with the Chimera is when you go to switch filaments.
Oh, yeah? What's the issue?
they made the filament pass so tight, both going into the gears, because it's basically got the Bondtech gears, both going into the gears and out of the gears. When you back it out, it seems like the filament's still soft. It hits the two gears, and you'll get a little curl in the little, how it strings out because you're pulling the hot filament out. It like curls, and then when it goes past the gears, it catches because the normally ingoing, outgoing, when you're removing the filament, it gets a curl in the filament and it'll catch every single time.
Oh yeah, I haven't had any issues
you
with
probably watched me take the thing apart on a stream because I went to change the filament, and I gotta rip the whole thing apart because there's a little catch in the filament.
Yeah, I still haven't disassembled mine.
Nope, I've had absolutely no problems with it. Nothing breaking. No, like I said, the only thing I've had to do is take it apart. That one back there, I've had to take apart dozens of times. I don't know why. I think it's because it's a smaller nozzle, where this one's got the bigger nozzle on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen as much. I don't know why. That one, almost every time I change the filament, I gotta pull the whole head off, clean it out, pull the filament out.
Yeah.
That one I don't seem to have as much problem, and they're exactly the same. Other than this has got a 0.8 nozzle and this has got a 0.6 nozzle.
Yeah, less back pressure.
Right now, this one's not running because I got the little mini over here that I've been playing with because I just felt like it sat over there in the corner for too long, and I felt bad for it. It was a poor little printer, and it just prints so beautifully. I still can't, That little antique printer is still probably one of the nicest printers ever. That is, the quality coming out of that thing is just freaking gorgeous.
It's a bit overexposed. It's hard to see.
Yeah, I know the yellow's hard to see.
Yeah,
but the quality is just, there's very little banding. There's very little issues. That stupid little, it's an antique MK8 extruder.
Yeah,
nothing fancy about it. And it's still probably one of my best printing printers. I keep going, I should get rid of that. I don't use it that much. And then I'll pull it out. And, basically, that's what I did. I was cleaning it up. I was thinking about selling it. I was cleaning it up when I started printing that thing. I'm like, I'm not getting rid of that thing. It prints too nice.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing's broken. Nothing's needed replacing. I did buy and I think that's part of the problem with this one. And that may be my whole problem with this one is I did buy a new heat break for it because I think I bent that one. I homed it a little too low and it banged into the bed a little bit. And I have a feeling it actually kinked which may be why that one jammed so much more when I retract it, because it's got that little bit of a hook in the heat break, I think. It's like barely noticeable, and I'm not sure, and I don't feel like tearing it all apart and making sure it's straight because it still prints, so I'm just leaving it alone.
Good morning, Red Light.
Heat break from Joshy Josh, the alien Josh.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get another one. That's the one thing I would say that one of the many things. I think the mounting the concept of the mounting's great. I think the way they went about it wasn't the greatest. I think the stupid slide-in T-nut thing is just a bad idea. Yeah. They could have just bored and threaded holes into the freaking motor block. Would have been a whole lot better than that T-slot thing.
Yeah, bro.
Small motor. They did not need to use that big heavy-duty motor.
No, it's probably will be a smaller one later. I picked up the extrusions today, Red Light. I still need to get more parts. I'm talking with Jason at LDO to clarify everything, pricing and stuff like that. So probably we get the order in there with him today or tomorrow, and then I need to wait for a while. I got the hot end on the way and the sensor on the way. So
that's for your printer, right?
Yeah, for Ymir. Yeah.
Edge of Tech just uploaded a video. He's been doing a lot of videos. Ender 5 Plus versus the Ender 5. It's bigger.
Yeah.
What do you need a video for that for?
There probably will be guys wondering how it prints and stuff, so it's a market for it. There's probably quite a few searches on Google for exactly that. I call it the Ymir key. It's from Norse mythology.
It's going to be another one of them things I can never pronounce.
Yeah, like amethyst.
Yeah, I can't say that.
No.
And I can't do it. My tongue just gets stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Amethyst. Yeah, I'll spell it.
Ymir. It's Ymir, right?
Yeah.
Ymar or Ymir? How do you actually say it?
Ymir.
Ymir?
Yeah.
First of the
Can't
Giants.
do it. You guys can
Yeah.
sit there and type it out all you want. My tongue won't do it. It just says no.
Just say it however you say it. I know what you mean anyway, so
That I say it as that color I can't pronounce.
yeah. How about that with that one?
My tongue won't do it.
No.
Broken too many parts in this general area.
Yeah.
Just doesn't work anymore. Including this part up here. That kind of fails on a regular basis too.
Same here. Always.
Just shuts
Fails.
down and says, nope, not going on vacation. See you, bye. We'll be back in an hour. Taking a break. Brain shuts down.
Yeah, and the design of the printer is also coming in along nicely. I still need to design more brackets, but I figured out the basic design is complete. But I still need the brackets to connect everything and stuff. Design that in Fusion. Design.
The thunder here. We got a thunderstorm going on.
Yeah, didn't hear anything.
Can't hear anything but you and staring at an orange glue cap. I think you got to change your name from 3D Jimmy to Glue Cap. Mr. Glue Cap.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name, Mr. Glue Cap? What kind of glue cap? Elmer's glue cap.
I caught a good deal at Walmart for the medium-sized ones at like 50 cents a piece. I bought a bag full.
Oh, nice.
Why are you even buying those? What do you print on, glass?
No, the PEI spring steel sheets.
Oh, what are you using the glue for then? You shouldn't need it with PEI.
Makes it stick good.
Yeah, it's.
Although
it
I
helps.
hear, are you printing PLA or PETG?
When I print PETG, I use the glue stick to get it to pop loose.
Yeah.
Well, I do mostly PLA and PETG.
That's I have to use if I'm going to print the PC, the polycarbonate on this thing, I put glue stick down too because PEI is a type of polycarbonate.
Yeah. Sticks good. Too good.
Or at least that's what I understand.
Yeah.
Polycarbonate, emulsified something.
Raining good here now. I can hear the rain on the roof.
Yeah, it's actually slowed down here. It's like there's only a few drops on my screen. Wind's picked up though.
It isn't too bad here.
Freaking tree guy was supposed to be here, I don't know, a week ago. Called him up yesterday. I was like, you gonna come cut my freaking trees down, dude? He's like, yeah, kind of behind with all the windstorms. I'm like, yeah, all right. Can't really bitch because he's giving me a wicked deal, but I was kind of hoping they'd be down before they leafed up. I don't want to have to deal with it because he's a friend of the family. We've known him since I went to high school with him. I've known him since actually before that, grade school. He went to grade school with my brothers. He's a little bit older than me. But anyways, he lives right down the street. He was going to do a half a day because she wants some trees down. I want some trees down. And our other neighbor wants some trees down, but it's not really none of them are a day for him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, well, I'll do all three in one shot and give you all a little bit of a discount because, we've all known each other for years and years and years and years, 30, 40, 50 years. And, it's easy. Plus, he doesn't have to, we don't make him grind anything up or clean it up. He literally just drops them on the ground, branches them, and leaves them there, and we'll do all the cleanup work. So he's giving us all a discount. It's still not cheap. It's still going to cost me $1,000, but then I don't have to worry about my power lines coming down in a storm.
Yeah, that was.
I got some trees. The power company. People don't realize my driveway isn't my driveway. It's actually a town road. When my father built this house, the one smart thing he did is where we have the swamps, we gave the town firewell access to the pond out back. So our driveway now becomes a town access road. It's not actually private property. People don't realize that. Yeah. And it did two things for me. For one, the town, we could actually make the town plow our driveway. We never do because why bother? But we got our power lines up here for free. We didn't have to pay for the poles because it's a town access. So AT&T and CL&P back then, it's Eversource now, but we're talking 70s. AT&T paid for half the poles and CL&P paid for half the poles to come up to the driveway. But from the last pole to the house is all mine.
Yeah.
So if a tree falls on that section of line, that 100 feet, I got to pay to fix it. If it falls beyond that pole, AT&T fixes it. Not AT&T, it's Frontier now and CL&P. Eversource, CL&P's gone too. Connecticut Light and Power no longer exists. It's Eversource.
Yeah.
And they bought out the power plant. So, the trees overhanging the power lines from the first pole to my house, we used to just clip them back, and I said, no more. I'm done. Every 2 years, we got to spend the frickin' $500 or $600 and clip them back. I said, they're too big. There's too many of them. I talked to my brothers. I talked to my mother. I said, I'm frickin' taking them down. Bring them right to the ground. Anything within 15 feet left or right of the power lines is just gone. I'm going to strip them.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to deal with it anymore. So there's like 6 trees that are overhanging the power lines pretty heavily right now. Every time we get a windstorm, I've had like 6 branches come down and I'll whack the power lines. And the power lines are attached to the house, like right there. Like literally right at the tip of my finger. So when that branch comes down, it's like twang in this room. You hear it.
Yeah. Fun to be sleeping.
It's literally mounted like 6 inches away from my, the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
So and I'm just tired of frickin', for one, the sound of it every time the frickin' branches hit it. And 2, one of these days, one of them branches is going to be big enough to take the power lines down.
Yeah.
Rip them either right off the house or right off the pole. One or the other. And I'm like, nope, not going to deal with that. Because then instead of being $1,000 to clear a tree, it's like $10,000 because you got to get the power company up here. And then you got to reattach it to the house. And then you got to redo the line going all the way down to the box. Because once it rips off the house, it's not considered secure anymore here. Even though it's brand new, I just did it 5-6 years ago. I had the line coming from the attachment down to the power box redone. It was all dry rotted. You got to put a new meter on because the new meters have got to all go on now.
Yeah.
With now the old, because I got a new head on, but I don't have a new meter box. All the new meter boxes are Wi-Fi, so they don't have to come up the driveway anymore and read the meter. They can just drive by with their little gauge.
Well,
and actually, I can get a discount if I hook it up to the internet. They'll give me like, I don't know, $10 or $20 a month off. I just might.
Yeah.
They have a Wi-Fi power meter now that if you approve it, you have to approve it. They can't just do it. But if you approve it to tie into your Wi-Fi. They don't even have to drive by anymore. You'll just once a month send an email to the power company and say, that's how much power I used.
Yeah.
And then they send you a bill. Which, $20 is $20. Ain't gonna hurt my Wi-Fi any. Everyone's like, "Oh, invasion of privacy." What are they invading? They already know how much power you use. The only invasion they have is you're giving them your Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, that's the one good thing about Comcast. That one is there's actually 2 Wi-Fi networks on there. 3 in reality. There's a Comcast gateway.
Yeah.
Which is anybody with Comcast can actually sign into my router
Okay.
with their Comcast password and have limited access Wi-Fi. There's the I don't want to say 5G. It's not 5G. It's 2.4 megahertz and 5 megahertz or whatever, 5.1. There's 2 of them, but they're on separate networks on this.
Yeah,
it used to be one network, and whichever was the slowest, everybody had to tie into. Where now they put it on 2 separate networks. So some of my stuff is 2.4 and some of it's 5.1 or 5.2, and they don't cross-link each other.
It's 5.
Keep the other one down. So, but I don't use the 2.4 anymore because the last thing I had that was 2.4 was my phones, and we just replaced the phones a couple years ago, and they're all 0.5. So I could give them access to the 2.4, put a completely separate password on it, which you can do, and give them access to that, and that's the only thing they'd have access to.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even have any real access to my internal network or anything.
No. I should probably get going. I need some dinner. Need to eat.
Yeah, I gotta start getting ready to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to call the doctor if I can get access to Mom's account crap so we can do this video thing in a week.
Yeah.
I'd rather get it done and over with now. It's a crappy day out.
With everybody this morning.
What?
So, yeah, I think I'll kill it. It's been 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Sad that we have to know all that crap.
Yeah. I might be streaming later today.
Thanks for all coming in. Glad to see y'all. And we'll do it again the next time I get bored and got nothing to do and it's raining out, which means probably tomorrow because it's supposed to rain again tomorrow.
Yeah, I might stream later today.
Are you?
Maybe.
Cool.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, sort of, maybe.
Yeah. Have to see how it is.
Yep. Have fun, guys. See you later. Ending the broadcast now. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mike.